So, you've retired. But let's be honest, you're not really slowing down. You're out there consulting, maybe driving for Uber, or even getting paid for regular babysitting. And that extra income? It looks fantastic, especially because no taxes are being taken out up front. But here's the thing. There's a hidden, structural trap waiting for you in 2026, and it can turn all that great extra cash into a massive financial headache. Let's pull back the curtain on this trap and show you exactly how to sidestep it.
I want you to imagine this for a second. You go out there, you hustle, and you bring in an extra $20,000. That feels great, right? But then, when it's all said and done, you find yourself handing nearly half of it, almost $10,000, right back in the form of new taxes and lost Social Security benefits. Now, this isn't some crazy hypothetical. It's a real and, frankly, devastating possibility for millions of retirees. And the worst part? It's not because you made a mistake. It's because the system itself has a huge blind spot.
We're calling this whole mess the side hustle trap. It's what happens when the tax rules for independent contractors, which you probably are now, smash head-on into the income rules for Social Security. You see, the system has always seen people as either workers or retirees. But now there's this huge new group of working retirees, and you're caught right in the friction between two systems that were never, ever designed to play nicely together. But don't worry, there is a clear path through all this. We're going to break it down step by step. First, we'll expose what I call the free money illusion. Then we'll stare down the 15.3% self-employment shock. After that, we'll build your first line of defense using smart expenses. And then, the most important part, we'll reveal the secret to protecting your Social Security benefits. And finally, we'll wrap it all up with a simple, immediate action plan to put you back in control.
All right, let's start with the big shift that catches almost everyone off guard. For your entire working life, you were probably a W-2 employee. Your boss handled your taxes, took them out of your paycheck. Simple. Well, now with your side hustle, you are a 1099 independent contractor. And in the eyes of the IRS, you're not just a person earning extra money, you are a business. And that changes absolutely everything.
You know, it's pretty amazing how broad the definition of a business actually is. If you're consulting, the company paying you doesn't see you as an employee, you're a vendor. If you're driving for Uber or Lyft, yep, the IRS classifies you as a trade or a business. Even getting paid regularly for babysitting, if it's a substantial amount, can trigger these very same tax rules. That cash on the side is now, officially, business income.
And because you're now a business, you're about to meet the main villain of our story, the Self-Employment Contributions Act tax, or SECA tax. This is, without a doubt, the single biggest financial shock for new 1099 contractors, and it hits you from the very first dollar you make in profit.
15.3%. Just let that number sink in for a moment. This is a flat tax on your net profit that you owe before you even start to think about federal or state income taxes. It's kind of like the cost of entry into the self-employment world, and believe me, it is non-negotiable.
So where in the world does this 15.3% come from? Well, back when you were a W-2 employee, you paid 7.65% for Social Security and Medicare, and your employer paid the other 7.65%. The total was always 15.3%, you just didn't see half of it. But now, as a 1099 contractor, you are both the employee and the employer. So guess what? You get to pay both halves. You are on the hook for the full amount yourself.
Just look at the immediate impact. On $10,000 of profit, a huge chunk, we're talking over $1,400, is immediately sliced right off the top for this one tax. And remember, we haven't even mentioned income tax yet. This is just the SECA tax taking its first big bite. Okay, let's walk through the actual IRS math for 2026 so you can see exactly how this works. We'll go nice and slow. First, you start with your net profit. Let's say it's $10,000. The IRS gives you a little break and only taxes 92.35% of that. That brings your taxable amount down to $9,235. Then, they hit that number with a 15.3% tax rate, and the result? You owe $1,413. And here is the absolute crucial point. That $1,400 is just your opening bid to the tax man. If you happen to be in, say, the 22% federal income tax bracket and maybe have a 5% state tax, your total tax rate on that side hustle money can climb to a staggering 42%. Nearly half of every single dollar you earn could be going straight to taxes. That is the shock.
Okay, that's the problem. It's big, and it's definitely a little daunting. But you are not powerless here. You can't change the tax rate, but what you can do is legally and ethically lower the amount of profit that gets taxed in the first place. In the 1099 world, legitimate business expenses are your absolute best friend. So, let's build your defense. Your first and frankly, most powerful weapon for 2026 is the IRS standard mileage rate. For every single mile you drive for your business, the IRS lets you deduct 72.5 cents from your income. This isn't just for gas. It covers wear and tear, insurance, all the costs of using your car. It is a massive deduction that most people just don't take full advantage of. Now, of course, there are some key rules. The rate is 72.5 cents. But here's the trap. Your old commute, driving from home to an office, that doesn't count. The strategy, though, is brilliant. If you have a qualified home office, your home is now your main place of business. That means driving from your home office to see a client, or to a supplier, or for any other business reason is a deductible business mile. The catch? You must keep what's called a contemporaneous log. That just means you have to record it when it happens, not try to guess 6 months later.
Which brings us to the home office itself. You've got two main options. The regular method is complicated and involves depreciating your home's value. The big danger there is a nasty surprise called the depreciation recapture tax, where the IRS makes you pay back those savings when you sell your house. But the simplified method, this is your safe harbor. It's a simple $5 per square foot up to $1,500. It's easy and, crucially, it completely avoids that recapture tax trap, protecting the equity in your home. For most retirees, this is the clear winner, no question.
So far, we've used our expenses to lower our taxes. That's a huge win, right? But now we're going to use those same exact strategies to do something even more powerful. Protect your Social Security benefits from being taken away. This, my friends, is the masterstroke of the entire plan.
So for 2026, if you're collecting Social Security, but you're still under your full retirement age, there is a magic number, $24,480. If your earnings go over this number, the Social Security Administration, or SSA, starts withholding your benefits. They literally take back $1 for every $2 you earn over that limit.
Okay, so how on earth can tracking your mileage and claiming a little home office possibly affect your Social Security check? I know it seems completely unrelated, but the answer is hidden in one tiny but absolutely crucial difference in how the SSA defines earnings for different types of workers. And here it is. This is the secret weapon. For a regular W-2 employee, the SSA looks at your gross wages, your total pay before a single deduction. But for you, a 1099 self-employed contractor, the SSA looks at your net earnings. That's your gross income after you subtract all those business expenses we just talked about. This tiny distinction, it changes everything. Let's see the power of this in action. Just look at this example. Both people make $40,000. The W-2 employee, they're over $15,000 over the limit. The SSA withholds half of that, costing them over $7,700 in benefits. Poof, gone. But our 1099 consultant with $16,000 in legit deductions for mileage, home office, and other costs has net earnings of just $24,000. They are now under the limit. The amount of benefits withheld? Zero. They keep their entire Social Security check simply by being a smart business owner.
Look, this isn't just theory. This is a clear, actionable path to keeping more of the money you worked so hard for. You now understand the trap, and more importantly, you know the escape route. So let's put it all together into a plan you can literally start today.
Here it is, your 3-step plan. Number 1, change your mindset. This is a real business, not just some extra cash. Number 2, become obsessed with tracking your deductions. Every single mile, every expense. Set up that simplified home office so your local driving becomes deductible. And number 3, manage your net earnings with one clear goal in mind. Stay under that $24,480 Social Security threshold.
And please remember, everything we've talked about today, the tax rates, the deduction amounts, the earnings limits, this is not guesswork. It's all based on the official rules and publications from the IRS and the Social Security Administration for the 2026 tax year. This is how the system is designed to work for people who know the rules.
So, what is the one single thing you should do the second this explainer is over? It's simple. Take out your phone, go to your app store, and download a mileage tracking app. It is the easiest and most effective way to start capturing that powerful 72.5 cent per mile deduction. Don't put it off. Start treating your side hustle like the real business it is right now.